Yo, what's going on? Y'all know what it is. It's your girl, More Ash. Of course, in the Gumbo Show. We are live and back in the building. I got Naja in the building. What's going on?
hmm You know what it is, what it don't, what's the business, you dig, fine, blow, and dandy on this Thursday.
All that and above. We got a special guest in the building. I love when we have a new person on the platform that
That's
doesn't
right.
know us and we got to learn each other. It's always
hmm
fun and interesting. So, welcoming today, independent artist Destin. What's going on?
Yes, yes.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? How your day going so far?
So, for attentively, it may be morning. So, we trying to get it together. We don't know what time of day it is.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth.
But no, we want to thank you for being here today. Of course, this is going to be our Who Am I segment. So, our
Mhm.
first question is going to be, who is Destin?
That's the loaded question. So me, I'll give a little bit about myself. So, of course, I'm Destin. DXSTIN. So I was born here in Atlanta, but I grew up in Texas most of my life. Mainly in Plano, Texas, but in Dallas, Texas as well. And I've been technically really singing since I was 5 years old. Since I was
Okay.
5 years old. But as far as professionally, I've been bouncing back and forth when I was still in my last few years of Texas, which is like between 2018 to 2020. But it wasn't until, honestly, to be real, last year until I really started popping off, really
Okay.
started making some moves.
Why the X?
Honestly, I was going back and forth between what I wanted. So, okay, a few years ago, I didn't even go by Destin. I went by another name called Luna back
Mhm.
in 2017. That was kind of my, now it's considered my alter ego, but that was kind of like my face because I didn't know what to do as far as how do I portray myself because, I wasn't around a lot of artists. It was just me in beginning. So I ended up just killing off Luna and I put Destin. But honestly, the X, there's no really reason for it. there's
Okay.
there's no particular reason for the X. I
Just
just put
want to
it
be
there.
different.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
I
It's
love
pretty
that.
cool.
That's dope.
Yeah,
So you were born in North Atlanta, but raised in Dallas.
yeah.
How did growing up in two different cities shape you musically, in your mindset?
So musically, man, I feel like because of that, I have like a big plethora of just different artists. Like because of my mother, like when I was born, it was Michael Jackson. When I was a little baby, it was Michael Jackson, James Brown, anybody they could think of as '90s. And growing up as a kid, hip hop wise, I listened to a lot of folks from Houston because even though Dallas does have a big music community, Houston was a real thing that was popping and still popping to this day. So I listened to a lot of Chopped and Screwed, and because of Texas, I listened to a lot of Boosie, a lot of Louisiana artists, you know. And growing up, knowing, technically where my roots are, I listened to a lot of Outkast, a lot of Big Boy, Ti,
Hmm.
stuff like that. As far as just my general music,
All
R&B,
great
yeah,
selections.
yeah, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
You describe yourself as an outsider and an awkward kid with a gift. How has that played into your artistry and your sound?
Oh man. Okay, so in school, I didn't necessarily have, I guess you would consider a section. I wasn't with the jocks. I wasn't with the cool kids. Honestly, I wasn't even with the
You was
music
just
crowd too.
chilling.
I was
Mhm.
just chilling. I was trying to find my crowd, but I think because of the fact that I wasn't trying to be too cool for school, you know what I'm saying? Like folks didn't put me in there. So like, cause I wore all the stuff my mama bought me, you know what I'm saying? And so I was always fly, nice jeans and stuff like that. I never sagged, never done any of that, had decent tennis shoes, didn't have the scruffy jeans or anything like that. But I also think it's because of the stuff I was into, you know. As a child I wasn't into sports.
Okay.
I was into more so like music,
Mhm.
music, video games, stuff like that. So I feel like with that being an outsider, how it shaped me is I feel like it kind of it pushed me more so. It pushed me into a different direction. As far as my music, like I ain't gonna lie, like some of the stuff I make is sad boy music, but I
Mhm.
have a lot of positive music too. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I feel like the sad boy music that you call it, air quotes, I would say, that is like a part of life too. You know, everything is not peaches and cream, so you still have to have those songs that people can go to when they are going through things that are not, as happy, or they
For
need
real.
music for that. You have to have comfort for that. So, and
Yeah.
it's weird that sometimes you would think that like when you sad or whatever, you would want to listen to happy music, but most of the time it's the opposite. Like when you
It's
sad,
sad.
you're gonna listen to
It's
down, sad,
down mad
dreary
music.
music.
Yep.
So it's
Yep.
really a lane and a market for it. And I wouldn't look at it like it's being a negative Nancy. It's just you're highlighting just the things that you've experienced or seen.
Yeah.
So
Most
I'm gonna throw it
definitely.
over to Naja, see what he got
That
for you.
part. Um, I just got to go back and real quick. I
All
am a
right.
fan of Chopped and Screwed personally.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I goes with it. I ain't gonna lie. T-Pain did a pretty good job with Luda on the song Chopped and Screwed, but that
He
ain't
did.
really Chopped and Screwed. But
It was a little bit. It was like it's
It
like
that's
was.
Taco Bell in comparison to real Mexican food.
nah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Dang. 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 Okay. Okay.
He's going,
The
okay, okay.
disrespect. I mean, you're not wrong.
The disrespect.
yeah. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For
That's
real.
okay.
That's and I'm with it.
Apples to oranges.
Five years from now, where you see your brand?
My
Where you
brand.
see it?
Like I don't even
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to even sound cocky, but to be honest with you, where I'm at right now, I feel like I'm building fast. It's a little hectic, but I'm building fast. And honestly, I see myself reaching the world with my message and my music and just the different services and resources I'll be definitely giving to and everybody.
Hmm.
Not just the people that have the certain mindset I had as a teenager, but just anybody that just wants to just I don't know, live a positive life. That's really what I'm pushing is positivity, man. That's all I'm doing.
I feel that. That's dope. I mean, I'm an artist myself, so that's what I kind of did with my music. Try to push more positivity in the message of my lyrics,
Yeah.
and like to not be so profane with my lyrics as well. So to
Hmm.
to basically attract the masses. So it don't have to be so profane and vulgar or whatever. But I
Right.
feel you. Like going back again when you said the high school, I feel you on that, man. I wasn't a jock. I played sports a little bit, but by the time I got to high school, like I wasn't with the jocks. I don't know. I don't cool kids. I feel you. Like I was kind of like with like the renegade, the delinquents, the black sheeps of the school hallways. Like don't nobody want
Yep.
to hang with, but I was cool with everybody, the nerds, the gamers, the sports people. Like I was just cool with, except the teachers, of course. You know what I mean? You know
That's
what
who
I
I'm
feel
you
that.
should
saying?
have been
But
I
cool
feel
with.
that. No.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because I started myself tapping into music in high school myself, so I wasn't even like around like the band or people that was in the music as well. So I could relate with you on them high school days myself.
Yeah.
Since you moved to Atlanta, have you worked with any artists or producers?
Whew. So I'm not gonna lie. So my first 2 years, so I moved here in the midst of COVID, which is
Okay.
probably the worst time to move. I'm not gonna lie to you, because everybody was locked in the crib, so I
Hmm.
couldn't link with anybody. You know what I'm saying? So the
Right.
first the first 2 years, from August 2020 to like 2022, I didn't really know the direction I wanted to go in, and I also didn't know the Atlanta lifestyle, and not trying to talk mess about Atlanta because this my home. But I'll put it like this: in the beginning, I was desperate. I didn't know what to do,
Hmm.
so I reached out to certain folks. Not gonna drop names, but I reached out to certain people that claim that, oh, you a singer, oh, you write. Hey, let me help you with this and the third. And I have I wrote some songs for certain artists. Yeah, yeah, they blocked me. They
Mm.
disappeared. Yeah, they never heard from them again. Like blocked me on IG, Facebook. It's like, okay,
Block me
that's
is crazy.
that's the world we living
Or
in.
I pull up to your
That part.
concert.
Not fact.
Right? Not for real.
Facts.
Let me find out. Let me find out. But honestly though, within the it wasn't until I think 2020, it was late 2020, no, beginning of, yeah, late 2023. So I was, and I'll be honest, so I was at a dark point. A lot kind of happened the year before, and I was going on different types of just like websites to just meet different musicians and stuff like that. And I met a really good I met somebody who I'm gonna say saved my life. You know what I'm saying? His name is, I'm trying to see if he wants to name drop his name. I'm gonna just call him, his name is Alex, right? And he had, at the time, he had this collage of different artists. They went by Ozone Slaves. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of great people, you know, even though we don't really network and work like that anymore. Because of that, I got to meet so many different types of people. And I, like, right now to this day, one of my best friends, his name is Tyler Kidd. You know, shout out to Tyler. Like, he's mad talented theater kid. And he's who inspired me to kind of get that grind. And that's when I started fishing and everything like that. And that's when I, you know, got open the doors to making it in studios. And since then, like, the rest is history. I just started networking just like crazy. I mean, so many different people. And here we are.
We're gonna drop this song here for the listeners, man. Go ahead and let us know, tell everybody what's the song, what's the name of the song.
Okay, so this song is called Take All of Me. This is actually a part of my album that a good friend of mine helped put together. His name is Andrew Hoover, go by King Shroom. So I literally, actually, it just dropped on all platforms today. So everybody go grab that. Yeah. So this song is more so about vulnerability. I'm just leaving it at that, vulnerability. Yeah, so I hope y'all enjoy it.
There's a very fine line between pleasure and pain. There are two sides of the same coin, one not existing without the other. I still want more, I whisper. I know, he says, I'll try. I blink up at him, but he relinquishes my hand and pulls at my chin, releasing my trapped lip. For you, Anastasia, I will try. So I want to ask you, will you be my Anastasia? Take all of me, take all of me, take all of me, take all of me.
Yo, y'all know what it is. It's your girl, More Ash, and
Mhm.
the Gumbo Show, baby. We are back and still live and in the building this morning, or
Mhm.
this afternoon, or this evening, whatever it may be in your perspective area. We, we are with y'all. And we still got Destin in the building hanging out with us, of course, here at the
Mhm.
Gumbo Show. So we just heard
True.
the record. That was an amazing record, by the way. So thank you for giving that to us. We have it to keep now.
I
So
appreciate y'all.
it will be playing more
In rotation.
frequently. Yes, in
Mhm.
rotation. Talk to me a little bit about this song. How did it come about? And what made you decide that this was going to be the one? This was going to be the single that you were going to push
Ooh.
currently.
So as I'm in my prime right now, I ain't gonna say prime, but I'm gonna say prime.
You ain't your
Like with
prime.
the, I feel like with this, I feel like with this song particularly, I want to push like who I truly am as an artist, and that's, you know, a lover boy. That's truly who I am, a lover boy. And I feel like a lot of people nowadays, when they push music and anything that has to do with intimacy, it's kind of, how I put it, like up front, like kind of like boom in your face,
They don't
and
lead you up to it no more.
yeah, no, cause they don't, cause I feel like, you got to know how to, talk to your lady, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, and it's okay, cause women, from what I've heard, they love a strong man, but they will love a man to be vulnerable with them. You ain't got to be a soldier 24/7. Like, let her know I want you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want you in this way. You know.
Facts.
So yeah,
Facts.
yeah. So take all of me is, it's one of them ones.
Mhm.
It's one of
I
them
love
ones.
love
Yeah.
that, love that, love that.
Teddy pinned
Hmm.
her ass
Yeah.
down.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I know before I throw it back to Naja, I know that you said that you used to listen to a lot of 80s and 90s R&B and soul, or still do.
Hmm.
Who were some of your biggest musical influences and who inspired your style, maybe just a bit?
Ooh, man. So the biggest one is ultimately Michael Jackson. That's there's a lot, but I'm gonna start off with Michael, MJ, the king of pop, because he is the reason. Honestly, I do music point blank. Period. My mama used to have a tape. I think it was the first musician I ever seen in my entire life. I was sitting on the couch in I think in my diaper, whatever. She put in a little VHS tape. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of Michael's. It was when he was like, I don't want to say light skinned. It was when he had like the really really long. I'm trying to be.
That Jerry curl.
I know what you're talking about. We with you. We with you.
Yeah, so it
Mhm.
was like 90 92. So I ain't gonna say it was Jericho
Mhm.
at this point. It
When he had
was,
the press,
Okay.
the
Okay. Yeah.
perm.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
That
yeah.
thing was flowing in with the wind.
Yo, it was like when the hair was to his shoulders and everything like that. So I was watching him and his moves and everything like that. I'm like, yo, I gotta be just like him. Yo, you know what I'm saying? So I mimicked his dances, because like I don't even just do music. I dance. Right now I'm just doing music, but I'm gonna get back into dance. But as other than that, as far as when I was a little kid, it was James Brown, Prince big time, because my mother is a Prince fanatic. Me and her go to debate, like always have any chance they get. We have a debate between who's better, Michael or Prince. But we ain't gonna
Hmm.
get into that because none of us win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's mainly that. Um, I listen to Tyrese as well, Tank. A lot of like love making. Folks. And just that whole general genre. As far as 80s, I guess really as far as 80s, really just Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And going into like my adulthood, as I started, when life started lifing, I'm put it like that. When life started really lifing, The Weeknd, one of my all-time favorite artists right now. He's actually who helped me get through it. The Weeknd was it is to this day one of my favorite artists of all time. You know, so The Weeknd, Chris Brown for sure.
I like CB, Chris
Yeah,
Brown.
yeah, yeah. Shoot, what boy? Mario. I love Mario.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Mario's got an amazing
Mario's
voice too. Yeah.
different.
Okay.
Yeah. They wasn't messing with homeboy. Braid my hair. Come on.
Yeah.
They wasn't messing with
Yeah,
him, boy. He was on the
not at
porch getting his
all.
hair braided. He was one of the first ones to do that back in the day. They ain't gonna talk about that though. Where you at, Soldier Boy? Because Mario
Right
was the first one.
on me.
You know, Soldier always like to scream. He was the first one to do so.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna see if Naja has any other questions for you before we jump into our fun questions, as we like to call them.
Okay.
Not the fun questions, as you like to call them. Nah, actually, for all our listeners and viewers out there, I guess I could say, if you could work with any artist, past or present, who would it be and why?
Michael, MJ.
Michael.
That's just what it is. Michael.
It's just what it is.
Michael. I just got to be one.
Nah.
Man, that's a loaded question because there's so many artists I listen to.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Michael Jackson because of the fact that he's the one who made me fall in love with the music in the first place, and his work ethic is unmatched to this day. He's so tedious, and you would hear a song that he let everybody's like, "Yo, that song fire, Michael." Michael's like, "It's not good enough."
Right.
Okay, Michael, you different, bro. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, currently, it would be The Weeknd. You know, because I think I listened to I've listened to him since the beginning of his career. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Man, there's a lot, but those are the two I'm just gonna name right now, like Michael and The Weeknd.
Dope.
Nah, facts. I feel you with Michael, man. I ain't gonna lie. Michael was the first artist that my memory can recall when it comes to music. It actually was the Jackson 5 Can You Feel It video. It was weird. Yeah, okay. They was doing the glitter, and I was like, what is this? It was so sparkly.
the first man to really make sparkles fire.
You know what I mean?
Masculine. Well, I mean,
and then
Prince
their
did
face
that
was this it's coming out the screen in black, like in the galaxy. I'm like,
yeah.
Man, these brothers is on something, man. I hear music all the time. You know, you a kid, you hear it, but when you get to see it and put it together as your brain start developing, it's like, okay, this is something new. You know what I mean? And I feel you because I mean, Michael that was always another stratosphere with it, you know. So it is. I feel you on that, and I actually I don't know if people out there know, but they got on YouTube. It's a Michael Jackson trap beat remix.
It's slapping.
Oh,
it still sound good like the traditional songs, but they threw a little trap in the back of the beats, and oh my goodness,
it was clean. I can't even lie, it was fire.
You heard it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you on point then. A lot of people haven't heard it. It sounds so good. I tried to look for it on Apple Music. I couldn't find it. It's only on YouTube.
Yeah. You can't put that on Apple Music.
I'll try to download it.
hey, I got an Android, so I can do that. You look different.
Oh, you lucky. You should send that thing to me. That's hilarious. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this quick game. I'm gonna do a few questions, and then I'm gonna throw it to Naja, and he'll do a few questions. We're gonna start off with finish my sentence.
Okay, let's get
it. All right, let's do it. The first time I realized I wanted to pursue music was when?
5.
Okay. Growing up, the one artist that I couldn't stop listening to was
Michael Jackson.
That part.
If I had to describe my sound in 3 words, they would be
sad, sexy, sophisticated.
Oh, I love that. SS&S. Yep. The biggest lesson that I've learned on my journey so far is
have a real close-knit circle.
Okay, I like that. Moving back to Atlanta changed my life because
everything was fast-paced, but it taught me so many lessons.
Love it.
Yeah.
When I step in the studio, the first thing I do is
adjust the mic.
Yeah, you hear me?
I ain't gonna lie.
That's real.
My creative process would not be the same without
a beat, to be honest. To be honest,
All
I'm gonna be
right.
real.
I'm gonna slide it over
That's
to Naja. That was my last one.
that's hard. That's hard. Okay. If I wasn't doing music, I would probably be.
A dancer.
I love it.
That's
What kind of dancer?
Hey, hey,
Are we
a
talking
dancer.
Chippendales or are we
A dancer.
talking?
Chippendales. Wait a minute.
He said, well, Chippendale.
What is
You gotta be
Chippendales?
more specific in 2025, okay?
Shit, he could have said something like, I don't know, Chocolate City or something like. He said Chippendales.
Hey, that's the only one I know. I don't know the men group dancers.
Uh,
I just know about they always talk about the Chippendales. I hear them say it every now and then. I
He
ain't never
said,
been, but
I
you know.
feel
hell,
uh, um, my biggest goal for my brand is to
reach the world, the entire world.
facts. Facts. The best advice I ever received was
Don't give up. As cliche as it sounds, do not give up.
Yeah.
Don't stop. No
that's
matter what,
real.
don't stop.
That's real. When people hear my music, I want them to feel.
Inspired. Inspired, for sure.
Feel that. A random fun fact about me that most people don't know is
I'm kind of boring. Shoot, I used to know how to speak French.
straight up.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Yep.
used to clarify? Used to.
Okay, so when I was in school, it was late middle, going into early high school. My stepfather, he speaks French, and I wanted to learn how to communicate with him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It
gotcha.
got hard, and I just stopped taking it at some point.
Ah, gotcha. My son was taking it. He said it was hard. He said French is really hard.
It is. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's different than the different languages, but you just gotta keep at it. You just have to keep at it.
Yeah, like anything. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
That part.
All right, so real quick, we're gonna jump into a few this or that. So basically, it's just whatever applies to you, whatever you like, right? I'm
Yep.
gonna do 5. I'm gonna throw it over to Naja, let him do 5, and then we'll get ready to close out. Okay.
Let's get it.
All right. Studio session or live performance?
Right now, live performance.
Okay. 90s R&B or 80s soul?
Wait.
Yeah.
Yo.
You trapping.
Man, that's a crazy. I can't choose.
You can't choose?
Nah, I'm gonna say 80. So no, 80 song. You know, no.
80s soul. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Freestyling
Yeah.
or writing lyrics?
freestyling.
Okay. Recording solo or collaborating with others?
Solo.
Late night creativity or early morning grind?
Late night creativity.
Okay.
It's a little different. I like the dark.
Making music for yourself or making music for the world?
Ooh.
I want to say honestly, it's a mix of both. Because I have made music for different artists and they loved my work. So I'm gonna say both.
I feel that. I feel that for sure. Performing in front of a crowd or connecting one-on-one with fans?
Connecting one-on-one fans.
I feel that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's that core fan base right there.
Yep.
I would get your beehives and your team navies, you know what I'm saying? Your team barbs, you know what I mean?
Don't play with them.
Don't play with
They're scary.
Don't play with them. They'll pull up. For real.
For real. Don't play.
Music business or creative freedom?
Creative freedom. Well, honestly, I'm gonna say both. I want to have creative freedom, but I feel like without the business, like you want to be able to learn how to monetize your stuff. You want to learn how to like network. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say mix of both.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair. Y'all know what it is? It's your girl More Ash, of course. I got Naja in the
Yes.
building. Mohawk
Yes,
and
yes.
Ali behind the scenes like we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
guys for listening to our Who Am I Gumbo Show
Yes.
episode. Y'all know what it
You
is. We
heard
will
me.
be right back.